It's week 6 of the National Football League.
And we've got the Titans' creative quarterback.
He's going to have to air it out plenty this week. It's the Titans and the Panthers on Monday night.
By many accounts, one of the most underrated home venues in all of the NFL resides in the heart of Nashville, Tennessee, and that's where we find ourselves at Nissan Stadium. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talked about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Set to go now in week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. So here are the Panthers now for their opening drive. And trotting out there, their tall quarterbacks standing at 6'5".
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice. Stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one is capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
A good start offensively. 15 yards on the game's initial play. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Newton to throw. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Now the first carry here for the running back. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. A pickup of 7 there, but they'll still have 12 yards to go on third down. Here's Newton. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a fourth down.
Well, he was looking at a dime formation, 6 defensive backs on the field, so he's looking for anyone to throw the football to, but he didn't have anyone open, so he took off and ran for it, but he came up just short, and that brings up fourth down.
And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it, and they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. So here are the Titans backed up to start this drive. And leading him out, their veteran quarterback.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, and that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe he leans on a few other parts of the offense, and hopefully springs a receiver or two free.
Well, that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be second down.
Brings up second and 4 at the 17-yard line.
Now a first carry here for their running back. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
He'll drop to throw. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. It'll go as a gain of 4. And that'll bring up fourth down. On now is the Titans punter, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. So possession goes over here on the punt.
And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10. The Panthers offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he's been a real threat in the red zone and beyond. As you take a look at the NFL leaders in rushing touchdowns by a QB, You'll notice he's worked his way into the top 5 at this point in the season. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by L'Jarius Sneed. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it's a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
The Titans coming back onto the field for their second drive. They'll have very good starting field position here after the turnover as they search for the first points of the ball game. And he will find Ridley on the left side. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. They went 3 and out on their first drive. Things already looking better here. 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
They'll look to throw here. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 18-yard line.
Let's go.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
This will be caught at about the 6. And he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
4-yard gain. Brings up 4th down and less than a yard.
They'll try and run for it. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4.
First and goal at the 4-yard line.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. A great play there.
His 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Titans use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one.
That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
And onto the field here come the Panthers.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Now Newton. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down.
On 4th down, Ryan Stonehouse on the punt.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one.
So here are the Titans to take over on offense. They've dropped 4 straight games coming into this one, remember, but they have the lead here.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Over the middle, that's caught by Ridley. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25.
2nd and 5 at the 25-yard line.
He'll look to throw.
A short throw taken in by Okonkwo.
And a gain of 5. third down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle it, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
And from the 41, this is second and a yard.
At the 41-yard line.
Back to throw here. With a pitch and catch here to Rudolph. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. His first catch, good for 14 there and a first down.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry.
And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here.
Call it a gain of 14 for the second play in a row.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Ready for the second quarter from Tennessee, and it's the homestanding Titans in possession. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. Boyd's the target, and he has it over the middle. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Tyler Boyd, his first touchdown on the year.
And the Titans go up by 2 touchdowns.
And that is the definition of yards after catch. They go short on the pass, and the receiver does the rest.
Seems so harmless, doesn't it? To throw it underneath, a short pass like that. But boy, it gets dangerous in the hands of the right receiver as he makes a move and takes it the distance.
Extra point right down the middle, and it's now 14-0. So this drive spans 7 plays.
And it's finished off by the touchdown from Tyler Boyd.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Now the offense for the Panthers here getting the football back. 3-2, their record through the first 5 games of the year as they got the victory last week. It's still early, just October, but what have you seen from these guys so far?
Well, what I've seen is a team that's still figuring out all their pieces because they've got some new faces from a year ago, add in some new draft picks. Sometimes it takes a month or so before you really start to gel as a team and for those players to figure out their roles. But right now, I see them starting to elevate.
So often when we're watching a football game, we see one with a lot of ebbs and flows, and this one is no different. And sometimes you just need a big play to wake you up a bit. And they get one right there. That shot of caffeine this offense was looking for.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's a quick throw caught by Smith. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll be second down.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out.
Ineligible receiver downfield. Offense.
A costly penalty there. A lineman got downfield, and for the moment, that cost him 6 points. Shotgun handoff to Brown here. He'll get 3 of those penalty yards back here, leaving him with a 2nd and 12.
Well, obviously, they would have at least liked to have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage. Instead, now, they're dealing with 2nd and long.
I thought they would have passed it after the penalty. Probably wish they would have now. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
Will go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 4th down. They snap it to Newton. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And the Panthers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. To throw is Newton. And he's got it. A gain of 7 that time. 2nd goal.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot,
and he's going to ball his way in for a Panther score. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers have got it back to within a score. So they brought the extra bulk in down on the 1-yard line, and they're able to push this one across.
Yeah, I can just see your face right now because I know we're mind melding on this one. Coach Madden would love this. Power football, hat on a hat, chest to chest, driving forward, touchdown.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make our score 14-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Still going. And they'll get him down inside the 30 to 27. The Titans offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. And he's made his presence felt in the passing game throughout the season. You look at the NFL's leader in receiving yards by a running back. His name right there at the top. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 27-yard line.
They're going to look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Boyd. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Now they try the right side here. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. On now is the Titans punter, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. It'll be a net of 40 yards following a punt of 44. And the Panthers will take over now 1st and 10. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. They've given him some touches. They haven't had a lot of success on the ground. Do you maybe keep going with that well, or do you mix it up more?
I think you mix it up more, try and loosen things up. Get the defense to react to other people, other plays, but don't forget about it. That's your horse. You know, Secretariat lost twice in his career.
So educational. That's very true, kids. Look it up.
That one complete to again.
That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
An 8-yard pickup. And the Panthers 1st down.
Now it's Newton.
Got a man. That's Leggett.
And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Another catch for him there. This one good for 11. 1st down.
1st down, Panthers.
Newton. And his throw is incomplete.
So many times we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, When it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here.
Oh, and that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Newton. Got a man. That's Liggett. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1.
Here's Newton. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete.
He's got room to roam.
And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. Now they'll have it 1st and goal following that gain of 17. Out of the gun, Newton. Touchdown! A 5-yard touchdown.
And the Panthers are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. But he is such a matchup nightmare down near the goal line, CD, and another example right there on that play for the touchdown.
It's borderline impossible to defend this guy because that kind of size, he can still get out and run a crisp route, and he has excellent hands. Even if you stick with him, all the quarterback has to do is lob it up, and he can win almost any jump ball.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
They'll come up 2nd and 7.
He'll look to throw. Flush to it, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. On now is the Titans punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. It'll be a 47-yard punt with a net of 40 following a 7-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over.
The Panthers going to go back on offense here late in this first half. And with great starting field position and one timeout in their pocket, they could still come away with points here in the late going.
A shotgun snap for Newton. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. This is Smith with a grab. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Partner, he got the DB on his horse on that play. He certainly sold like it was going to be a deep route before breaking it back on the comeback towards the sideline.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Newton now to throw. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Back to throw, Newton.
And that one to the right side and incomplete.
What a sequence there defensively. You get the sack to moving to 3rd and long, then here, just nothing available, and he's got to throw it away.
And that is no good. Hit it well from distance, but he couldn't work it back in. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. 1 second, all that remains. They'll throw now on the final play.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
So we are at halftime here on a Monday night as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll start over in Texas at AT&T Stadium in Arlington, where you see the final score there. Dak Prescott, a strong performance there, over 300 yards passing with 3 touchdowns in the victory. From there, we're off to check out another game, and it was the visiting Dolphins who were able to get the victory. Tyreek Hill, 2 touchdown catches in the victory. Finally, let's get down to the Bayou. Check in on the Saints at home at the Caesars Superdome. And they were victorious in that one over the visiting Jacksonville Jaguars. Chris Olave, 2 touchdown catches in the victory. We thought this one would be a close battle coming in, and we have not been disappointed. They're all even to this point. This has the feeling of a game that could go right down to the wire. One mistake or one big play could turn out to be the difference.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Titans getting set to go here to begin the 3rd quarter. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
Back to throw now on 1st down.
Short throw taken in by Okonkwo.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately, because if you let that big guy get a head of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on 1st down.
A very quick pass to Ridley.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game, because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. They'll look to throw again. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Again, he'll drop to throw.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
They'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark it down at the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
When you get into the second half of a tie ball game, You start realizing that every play takes on a bigger significance, and this is pretty significant right here. This is where you start putting the pressure on that secondary, and that's a job well done there.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Down at the 2. Broke through first contact, but ultimately stopped shy of the goal line. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal.
They'll try again, but he will lose yardage here. Back to the 4-yard line.
The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Strong coverage by Carolina, and on we go to 4th down.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
And his kick here is good. And they take a 17-14 lead. Well, they don't get a touchdown here in the opening drive of the 3rd quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you've motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
Whoa! Still won't go down.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Panthers offense now, they head back on the field for their first possession of the 2nd half.
And they find themselves down on the scoreboard following the field goal a moment ago.
And I think even though they're trailing the game now, I would consider that a win for their defense, and that's probably what they're telling the offense when they get to the bench. Hey, the onus is on you guys now. Get back out there and get us the lead back.
Now 2nd and 3.
Now Newton.
Smith brings it in, going across the middle.
His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a 1st down.
Off the option, he'll try and run with it.
And running with power here. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. 1st down.
What a run there. I mean, you've got speed, elusiveness, escapability, all rolled into one.
And we all know that quarterbacks are coached. They get the ball to the guys who can do all the things you just described. You want those guys who have speed, elusiveness, and escapability all rolled into one with the ball in their hands. And guess what? It's him. So there's no sense in throwing it or handing it off when you can do all of that yourself.
Yeah, boy, it is tough to bring him down that time. He surges forward. He's going to get a full 6 out of that. 2nd down.
2nd down and 4.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Now a play fake, and it's Newton.
That one complete to Ligon.
8th catch for him now. He's been a big factor. And it's a 1st down.
Didn't they tell us in our meetings that they needed to account for him on each and every play?
You think? A guy of his caliber? So how does a guy like him get that wide open?
That usually means there's a tire breakdown on what the coverage was. That everyone thought they were doing something, and they were supposed to be doing something else. But bottom line is, no matter what, you have to know where he is and cover him on every play.
Now it's Newton here off the bootleg. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. From 8 yards out.
And the Panthers have taken the lead here in this 3rd quarter. So a very strong first drive in this 2nd half, Charles, as they've turned that halftime deficit into a 3rd quarter lead.
And they were pretty purposeful there, weren't they? Measured in their approach. But boy, they executed awfully well, moving the ball down the field.
Extra point attempt to follow here. It's up and good to make it 21-17. So that drives 7 plays in length. And Carolina scores to cap it off.
Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Tennessee offense set to go again.
Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material.
Third quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up.
Back to throw here. And he's got his man in stride, complete.
Down the left sideline. Inside the 10.
And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. A big play there. 68 yards.
And the Titans have retaken a third quarter lead.
As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Extra point right down the middle, and that gives him a 3-point lead. The long touchdown pass gets him 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Panthers offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And we'll take you through some of the highlights here. You'll notice he had a hand in a lot of them so far. He's got this offense rolling right now.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Here is 3rd down and 4.
Newton to throw. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down.
More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack. And keep in mind, in addition to the 2 sacks that he now has, CD, he's also had a couple of quarterback hurries. He's been very disruptive.
To put it mildly, and it reminds me of the time I asked an offensive tackle who struggled like this in a game, he said he was telling the coach, hey, what do you want me to do? This guy's just eating me alive. And the coach finally just looked at him and said, I'm gone.
This offense headed back out, captained, of course, by their quarterback. And he had it going in the first half, that's for sure. He's really had his way with his secondary. They've been powerless to stop him, and he'll look to keep it rolling right here.
Boyd's the target, and he has it over the middle. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
2nd and 2 at the 32-yard line.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw.
A short throw taken in by Okonkwo.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Nashville. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Throw right side, caught by Ridley. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it's 2nd down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 42-yard line.
Back to throw again. And he will find his man on the outside. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. That one a 1st down pickup of 8. On play action, they'll throw. And a man, and he hits him in stride. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. 23 yards, the final tally.
These guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the fourth quarter.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Here's a give up the middle. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the Panthers' 12-yard line.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. 4 yards there on the keeper, but still going to bring up a 3rd down.
So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to swell the lead to 6. And his kick is good. And that will double their lead as it's up to 6. So they get to 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
A touchdown the other direction, all of a sudden they're down.
And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Carolina offense about ready to go. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Play action, it's Newton. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes.
That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6.
The Panthers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 16. Throwing is Newton. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Here's Ryan Stonehouse now.
He's been terrific so far. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback.
So now out comes this offense led by their quarterback as they take over once more. And he has been masterful so far in leading this offense. He's kept the mistakes to a minimum. He's been on point with his passes, and he's generally been one step ahead of this defense all game long.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24.
At the 24-yard line.
They'll look to throw here. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a 1st down. They'll drop to throw.
Looking for Ridley on the out route. He's got him.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46. Back to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. That one good for 37 yards.
They made that way too easy for them. No one is supposed to be that open against an NFL defense. Once he caught the ball, there wasn't anybody close enough to stop him. And he was able to continue downfield after making the catch.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. In motion, the tight end. Looking to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Now back to throw. This will be caught at about the 6. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal.
It's now 3rd and goal.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And it's a Titans touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Titans might be moving closer to an elusive 2nd win of the year as they extend that 4th quarter lead.
And that's certainly an important touchdown there. It makes this a 2-score game.
But as we've seen, no lead is safe in this one with the way these two offenses have lit up the scoreboard. I would imagine that on their sidelines, they're both yelling at their defenses, hey, you want to get involved here? One big play from you, that could win the game for us.
They'll try and throw for it. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Now the Panthers offense, they get set to come back onto the field. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical.
To throw is Newton. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. Now it's Newton.
That one complete to again.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Here's Newton. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Newton throwing again.
Got a man, that's Leggett.
And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
What a way to wrap up the week. Now a big play, it's 3rd down.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
It's Roger McCreary with a pick. And the Titans are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. Well, time, certainly not on their side offensively. They had to take some chances, but that interception will further hinder their already slim chance at victory.
Yeah, and you're talking about time not on their side, but it certainly is on the defense's side, and they understood that. They knew they had to press it a little bit, and they planned accordingly. And what a benefit for them, able to pick that one off and hopefully put this game away.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Now the Panthers going to signal for their third and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down.
No gain on the play. Brings up third down and 5.
He'll look to throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Titans first down, and that should just about do it.
First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
So he'll take a knee here to wrap this one up, and he's going to want to keep that game ball. He was sensational.
Well, CD, for the losing side, they had opportunities in this one, but big plays just didn't go their way, especially late, and they have to suffer the L here.
It certainly felt like that takeaway, once it happened, it knocked the wind out of their sails, and they just couldn't get their equilibrium back.
So for Tennessee, it's a much-needed victory as it gets them back to 2-4 on the year. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Carolina, the loss here will move them back to 500 at 3.